My name is Ericka Echavarria. I go by she, her, and ella pronouns. So I currently work as an administrator in higher education at Columbia University School of Social Work, where I work with a lot of young people who are entering the profession of social work.
Talk to us about your change process and why it's important for the work that you do.
My change process has been ongoing for many years, and it encompasses a lot of internal reflection, also somatic work, a lot of affirmation practice, a lot of community work, a lot of coaching, and it is something that I have learned I need a lot of support with in doing. And as someone who was trained to focus on work that is done externally, changing the world and engaging in social justice work, I really have been reflecting over the last years of how important it is to do that work within yourself first, because it is the thing that will sustain you in doing the hard external work on the outside. And equally, the parallel process of doing that change work within is also very intense, and it can bring up a lot of your demons and your shadows. So that is why I myself have needed a lot of support in engaging in a change process. With community and with practice and with support, so that when I've had those moments where I've inevitably, and I think everyone inevitably goes back to their old habits and their old patterns, there's someone who can remind you that you have another opportunity, another chance to do this work, and you have support and someone who's reminding you to give yourself grace, that this is not a one-time thing, but it's really a lifetime process.
Why is women of color leadership vital for our movement work?
I think women of color leadership is extremely vital because many of us have been doing the work for years, and many of us have not been given the opportunities to hold leadership positions because of, antiquated ways of thinking about women and oppressive ways of thinking about women. But we are the ones who are the backbones of a lot of the work that's being done, a lot of the change work that's being done. And we need those opportunities to shine, to help other women of color who we lead shine, and to bring about that change work. And because we have not been given those opportunities, that this is really the time to do that. So what visibility for the work that I do would mean to me would be that it's accessible to women like me, that they have opportunities to be mentored, that they have opportunities to be supported, that they have opportunities to engage with community, and to support them in their practices. It means that they are given opportunities to lead, that they're given opportunities to have power in the organizations that they work in.
So how has the work of Mukti and Universal Partnership contributed to your leadership and ultimately the work that you do in your communities?
For me, Universal Partnership and Mukti have provided a community of support for me, a community that is engaged in similar work and has a similar vision. And there's always a place for us to come together to commune and talk about what's happening in the world, to talk about and support each other around the practices that we do, to support ourselves around the visions that we have for each one of our communities, and to talk about the hard things, the obstacles that we encounter in the work that we do, and how we could possibly navigate those challenges. So it's really like a life sustaining force for me and the work that I have done. both Mukti and Universal Partnership have provided a life-sustaining force for me and the work that I do in my community.
So why is supporting leadership important to the work on the ground level?
So supporting leadership for the work that I do on the ground, how this is important to me, and I think Mukti has provided opportunities to lead in ways that integrate my whole self and integrate a vision that I have for leadership, which is not something that I personally am supported in my institution. And I think for a lot of the up-and-coming social justice workers, a lot is changing, and there has to be someone who can understand the ways that they lean into the work, and that needs to be supported in a different way, which is, for me, I have found that possible through Mukti.